Hi, welcome to Gemstone Tarot, Tuesday the 12th of May 2026. Now, we have Valentine joining us, and she's on her faithful blue top. But we also have Baron joining us, but you can't see her because she's hiding over there. So I may have to dart over there because her special trick is to go and use the litter tray that's there. That's only just an emergency litter tray and really is Valentine's, but of course that makes it unbearably tempting to her. So yes. Where are we? Tuesday. It's always Tuesday. We've still got the moon in Pisces. Oof. Oof. Oh. We're on to emoticons and K-emoji. Cow-moji? What's a cow-moji? K-A-O-M-O-G. Cow. People have used punctuation symbols to draw faces since at least the 1880s. Just a minute. Baron, I can see you sneaking behind that clock. Oh my god, just a second, people. Baron. It's like playing hide and seek with a 2-year-old. I know that you're there, Baron. Which end of you? Hello. Right. Little Baron. Come on. Hello. I know you don't like being caught out. I'm going to let you say hello. You probably won't like that either. This is Baron, who is very, very moody. Hey, Baron. Hi. And she gave you all love eyes. This is Baron. She's a bit sneaky. I'm just going to put her out into the other room. Oh, gosh. Come this way, gorgeous. If you wanted to sit on the bed, I would let you sit on the bed. Valentine's like, well, yes, of course. Did you hear the growl, by the way? She's called Baron von Squeaks because even as soon as she was born, she did that. And she goes, anyhow, right. Sorry about that. Yes, people have used punctuation symbols to draw faces since the 1880s, but they have only been used as a means of communication since 1982. A good year, 1982. What were you doing in 1982? Tell me in the comment section. I was moving house. The moment was 19th of September, 11:44 a.m. The computer science department at Carnegie Mellon University had been using bulletin boards to chat and share news, and having seen how easily humorous messages could be misinterpreted, the computer scientist Scott Farman posted, "I propose that the following character sequence for joke matters," and then he does like the 2 dots and the bracket thing. "Read it sideways. Actually, it is probably more economical to mark things that are not jokes, given the current trend. For this use," and then he did it with the bracket going the other way. And this was the birth of emoticons. There you go. Actually, I thought that was incredibly interesting. Now we're going to use a deck, if I can find it. Where did I put it? I'm having a bit of one of those days today. Hang on, let's see if I can... Oh yes, I know where it is. I'm covered in cat hair, by the way. It's up here somewhere. Yes! Right, so I used this in a Gemstars video. I did a Gemstars pick a card, what do you need to know right now? So if you want that, go over to the Gemstars, click the link, or use the join button. Or if you're a Gemstar, it'll be there waiting for you anyway. And I use this deck, which is interesting because we just talked about 1982. And this is a neon kind of 80s tarot, which I'm a little bit in love with actually. And it worked very well in that pick a card, I must say. We did like 5 cards for each one. And it was very accurate, or as they say, accurate AF. And I would probably put an emoji there of a wink thing and a dot and a bracket like that. Okay. Okay, what do we need to know? You want to come out? I love that. I love this actually. It's a really sort of, do you remember in the 80s when we were all obsessed with neon? We had those neon yellow ankle socks. I know I did anyway. I think I am taking reversals actually, which is annoying because then I can't show. Ooh, you want to come out, so who are you? Okay, don't mind that at all. Don't mind you either. What's at the bottom? Oh, yes. Wow. So at the bottom of the deck we've got the Chariot, which of course there was many driving games in the 80s. I used to play Outrun, as you probably know. But there were other ones as well. There was another one I used to play. God, it's so weird, isn't it? Because I bet you if I saw it now it would look pathetic. It used to have 2 steering wheels. And it used to go round a racetrack, and there was about 3 or 4 different racetracks. I was obsessed with that game. Anyway, we've got the Chariot. So, the Chariot is, we know, riding 2 horses with 1 arse, but in this case I think there's a duality in something. It may not be a choice. It may be, you know, that you do a bit of this and you do a bit of that, and you're not actually electing one thing or the other, or maybe the taking on of one is not the elimination of the other. It's more of a convergence. But we then have, isn't that gorgeous, the 3 of Wands on the horizon. Look at that, it's so 80s. It's got that whole kind of electric dreams like feel about it, do you know what I mean? Love it. When you get the 3 of Wands, you are on the precipice of something. It says here, the future is unfolding on the horizon. So it feels like there's something out there. There's some way to go. There's some kind of shiny thing, whatever it is. But there's a few things to get through to get to it. And it may be, you know how sometimes you decide that you're going to go and visit somebody or whatever it is. And technically, door to door, it's like this place to that place, as the bird flies, or whatever they say, as the crow flies. Then it turns out that, like, the train terminates accidentally halfway through and you end up getting a coach, or your road gets diverted and you end up doing this. So in other words, you still kind of get to a destination, but you're having to flit from different modes of transport. That's what I'm getting from the Chariot with the 3 of Wands. We then have the 4 of Swords in reverse, and I'll show it you in the upright. Obviously with the 4 of Swords we're having a rest, but we're not. Because, and this is saying entering sleep mode, but it's in the reverse, which is there's some anxiety. It's like mental anxiety when it's swords. So there's some kind of mental anxiety over it. And then this bad boy, this is in reverse, but I want to show it to you because I love the 7 of Swords. Look at it. Data breach. Unauthorized access. Look at the state of it. It's got a whole thing in it about that kind of, you know, the 80s film with like hackers. There probably is a film called Hackers, I think there is. Anyway, 7 of Swords is in the reverse with the 4 of Swords. So there's some anxiety that something isn't transparent or something isn't as it should be. Okay? And then we get this very nice 7 of Pentacles, kicking back, 80s styly, invest in tomorrow. I love it. Patience pays off. But the other thing about the 7 of Pentacles, I hope I said Pentacles then, is that it grows as you go along and you kind of watch it. You know, it's like a farmer, you plant this, you plant that, you think, you know, is this working? Is that working? Can I invest more in this? Should I invest less in that? So I think what I'm trying to say, and I'll look at the cards as a whole in a minute, Page of Swords, new ideas. What I'm thinking is, it seems rather dark at the moment. I'll try and pick up, it's because I have to have the curtain because of the sun. If I put them there, you might be able to do that a little bit more. Yep. So we start with our Chariot. We're on a bit of a mission, okay, but that mission is a mission of duality. And then we have the Three of Wands. Again, we're looking out, but there are different ways of getting there. You know, there's all sorts. There's the highway, the car, there's, you could fly, there's possibly going on a boat, okay, there's all these different things. Then we've got these two in the reverse, the Seven of Swords, the Four of Swords. Anxiety over things where you're thinking, are they double crossing me, is this happening, is that happening? Seven of Pentacles, don't try and think about that as if it's an external thing, just work it out as you go along. And then the Page of Swords, having little ideas and the beginnings of something. This is not the whole kind of decision-making machine. Sorry, there's some weird noises there. It's not the whole decision-making machine, okay? It's just the beginning. Leave me a comment, let me know what you were doing in 1982, and I'll see you on the next one. Namaste.